Hi, my name is Laura Yarberry, and I will be discussing an English language arts lesson with you today. To begin, the goal of the lesson is going to be for our student Jacob to be able to, by the end of 2021 school year, read a grade level realistic fiction passage, 2 paragraphs, and answer correctly in at least 4 out of 5 questions: who, what, where, why, and when, with 80% accuracy. 4 out of 5 trials in order to identify an understanding of the text by teacher data collection and written work. The first objective to be able to master this goal is that by the end of the second 9 weeks, Jacob will be able to answer correctly 2 out of 5 questions: who, what, where, when, and why, with 40% accuracy, 2 out of 5 trials as measured by data collection and written work. The second objective is that by the end of the third 9 weeks, Jacob will be able to answer correctly 3 out of 5 questions: who, what, where, when, with 60% accuracy, 3 out of 5 trials as measured by teacher data collection and written work. The lesson will align with the Common Core Standard R.L.3.1, which is ask and answer questions to demonstrate understanding of a text, referring explicitly to the text as a basis for answers. The lesson will begin with a discussion with Jacob about his love for baseball. And I'll ask him about how he learned to play baseball and just talk informally about baseball. And then I will introduce him to the who, what, where, when, and why, and relate it to baseball. For example, where the game is played at. He would say outside, and I would say, yes, that's correct, outside on a baseball field. I will show him a visual schedule of the class lesson and then introduce him to 5 of the vocabulary words that I have pulled from the text passage. A visual anchor chart will be there right beside me and used with each word. I'll highlight each word as I discuss with him the vocabulary word. And I'll give him a copy of the passage of text and ask him to highlight the vocabulary words as he hears them while I read the passage to him. The words are scanned, slugged, fluttering, metallic, and trotted. I will also ask him to write down on his dry erase board chart the answers to who, what, where, when, and why as he hears it in the passage that I read. I will pause reading the passage when I come to a vocabulary word to explain it to him. Then he will be asked to match visual pictures with corresponding W words from the text. This data will be reported on a data chart. He will then be asked to log on to the computer at his computer station and read the same passage of text out loud. He will answer the W questions that follow the reading passage, and the data will also be recorded there. We will go back to the reading table and I will verbally ask him the same questions. Data will be recorded. Finally, I will ask him to summarize the passage while addressing the who, what, where, when, and why from the passage. Data will be recorded as his summative assessment. The evidence-based strategies that I utilize during the lesson are visual charts, repetition, sequencing, discussion, and modeling. lesson will benefit Jacob because it's on a subject that he has a high interest in. So it will allow him to be engaged, and I'll capture his full attention. And he will also be able to build his receptive skills as well as his comprehension skills, since he's reading a passage that he has an interest in. The data that I will be able to gather from the assessments will allow me to see how the student learns best, whether he's a kinesthetic learner, an auditory learner, or a visual learner. And then with that information from the data charts that I collect, I'll be able to manipulate my lessons to meet the learner's individual needs and plan for more advanced learning goals. Thank you.